Holy cow. I cannot believe that it's been 2 years since I did my last video. And so I figured it was time to come on here and say hello again and sort of catch you up on what's happened and what's been going on and all of that jazz. I got lucky and we had a surprise day off from school today because there was a water main break. So we're home, myself and the boys, and so it's been a great sort of chill day. Um, so the last time I shared on here was I think May 7th or 8th of 2020, and it's now August 26th of 2022. So a lot has happened. So I guess update, right? So the lumpectomy, what happened? It happened, and I did not get a PCR. Even though right beforehand they do a quick scan and they didn't see anything. Unfortunately, there was still some residual cancer in my lymph nodes. And so I had 9 nodes taken out, which is a lot. And I think that in considering the whole process of recovery, the lymph node spot is really where it has caused me the most grief. Not so much in my lumpectomy. I mean, you can't even like really see my scar at all. My breast surgeon is amazing. The scar for my lymph node one is a little bit more, I guess, darker or thicker. I guess because there's more stuff that they had to go in there to take out the lymph nodes. So because of that, I ended up going back on more chemo, but I'll explain that. So I had the surgery. Was really surprised that there was still cancer there. Very, very small amount. Like they said, it was like minuscule. But I then went into radiation. I started radiation 4 weeks after my surgery. And I had radiation. I began on June 8th, and it went through until July 14th, Monday through Friday. And then I started Xeloda. So that is oral chemo. And I started that, I'm looking at my dates here, August 20th of 2020. And that went all the way through until February 5th. And so the way they work that is you're on for 2 weeks and then off for 1 week. And there was only one time where I asked for an additional week off. The side effects from Xeloda are neuropathy, your skin peeling off your feet and your hands, lots of hot flashes, all of that fun stuff. I was already, in terms of like menopause-wise, I mean, once you start chemo, you lose your periods and all of that. My period did come back for like off and on, stop and start. It started actually 1 month before I finished my Xeloda. And it was like I had it like every month for like 3 or 4 months, and then it went away, and it would come back, and then I think at this point, like I'm in menopause totally, which kind of stinks at 42. But hey, I'm in menopause technically since 39, so it's not the end of the world. But overall, you know, it's like sort of been like this whirlwind. I have already had, last year I had my first mammogram and ultrasound after all of the fun of cancer, and it came back absolutely clear. And it just so happens that tomorrow is when I'm going back down to Mount Sinai, when I'll be having my mammogram, my ultrasound, and then my checkup with my breast surgeon, Dr. Port. And I'm now on just yearly visits with Dr. Port. I just recently graduated from seeing my oncologist every 4 months, and now we're pushing it out to being seen every 6 months now. What was the fun? The radiation was really, really hard for me. My skin burned terribly. I don't have one of those happy stories. If I get brave one day, I'll put a picture on, maybe I'll put it into the video, but I don't know. My burning was terrible. Didn't matter what creams I put on. I had the Barrier XL, I had the Myoderm, I had the Lubriderm, I mean not Lubriderm, but whatever the other stuff, Aquaphor. I was like just lubed up with it. But my skin was like literally hanging off and openly bleeding. And you still get radiation even if you're like bleeding. They just go all for it. But for me, the radiation was hard too because it was ending right in July. And if you know me, I don't know, but every year we go away to La Valette as a family vacation. And I had to miss the beginning part of it because I was still having my daily radiation. But I will tell you that I moved my radiation time up until like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, drove right out to the beach, got in my bathing suit, and jumped in the ocean. I felt like sometimes saying it was almost like, like you're being dunked in the waters at church. For me, the beach is church, but didn't care. The pain was severe quickly, but quickly over in terms of getting in that salty water, but it was amazing. Obviously, the hair comes back. My eyebrows are still a little sparse. I mean, I do have some pencil in them, but it does come back. Throughout the ordeal, I did gain 20 pounds, which I have not been able to lose yet. I say yet because I am in the positive mindset of Dweck. I'll lose it somewhere. I'm going to lose it. And I'm trying to think that what else? Hair, the weight gain, periods, life goes on. Life goes on. And I would be lying if I didn't say that I worry all the time and I basically give myself a breast check every single day. But you have to keep moving forward and you cannot dwell on the past. There is no good, there is no bad. This is something that happened to me and I learn from it every day. And I'm not going to live, like when I have a moment of like, oh my God, like what happens? Okay, even if it comes back, it comes back. It's not going to, but if it does, meh, I don't know, it'll be fine. I have a lot of stuff to do. I have a very long life in front of me. I have 2 amazing boys and an amazing husband, and so much has changed for me. In this past year, I've really started to become more spiritual. I still don't believe in a prescribed religion. I just believe in source and universe and that anything and everything is possible. And I am open to receiving all of the gifts of the universe. I am really into meditation. It is my jam. It's wonderful. And I operate now in a place of love. I operate in a place of gratitude. And remembering that I can't worry about the past and I can't worry about the future. I have to worry about and be present in the now. So all of the buzzwords, right? But it's true. It's so true. So I am excited to see what happens next. I would be lying if I wouldn't say I'm a little bit worried about tomorrow because, you never know what you're going to see in there on the scans. But it's going to be good news because that is what I'm saying is going to happen. It's going to be good news. So that's that. So just, surprise, right? 2 years. Where'd you go? I'm here. Working, still teaching. And life is good. Life is good. So if you have any questions, drop them and I'll respond back to you. And thanks.